Pyramid West TV with my man Sylvester Spitfire. So check out one of the greatest interviews coming right here. Bring the noise, keep it locked, do not turn it down.
The rise like yeast in their situations. Enough situation and complications. Oppression. Yeah. Time out for all of the devil's works. And all of the little devil do.
Buffering. You just look like an Alka-Seltzer all over the place. Yeah, we got jokes. But that's how our people is. I didn't say are. I said that's how our people is. We got jokes. And that's why it's impossible for us to separate race out of the number one, you call it a race. We're gonna call it president.
Yo, once again, this guerrilla journalism. We on scene with none other than Chuck D, legendary MC activist. He was here blessing, dropping mad jewels on the youth, you know what I'm saying, as well as the middle and ages. So, won't y'all welcome him?
Hello, sir.
Chuck.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
No doubt.
Right. You know, it's a blessing coming out in the KC because I have a lot of respect for the area. It has a lot of history. It has a lot of people that have been doing a lot of great things that haven't gotten, you know, magnified on the local radio or television, and therefore around the country. So, you know, just to come out here and just talk to the people and talk to people like yourself and your station and just be able to, you know, say what I got to say in front of the Guerrilla Network is a good thing.
Yeah, respect that. No compromise, a general cliche. However, in reference to you, it does well to describe elements of your character and career. What would you like to add to that?
Well, number one, I've been my own boss for a long time, so if I say something wrong on Saturday, it don't mean I'm fired on Monday. So more than saying I'm a rapper or anything, I've always said I'm a grown man, and you know, in order to be grown, you know that you got to have some accountability or responsibility, those underneath you. I'm one of these people that I don't really believe that it's young people's fault. I believe that there's a lot of older people, like in my age bracket, you know, and all of us are guilty on our watch of dropping the ball. And so we can't blame them for what they don't know and what they're doing wrong, because sometimes it takes us to make a statement, no matter how corny some of the young people might think it is. We got to play our position, so that's what I tried to say tonight.
All right. There was an era in hip-hop when knowledge and awareness ruled. The three most relevant MCs, in my opinion, were yourself, Rakim Allah, and KRS-One. In your opinion, will hip-hop ever reach that level of enlightenment again?
Well, I think instead of looking at it as an upwards type of thing, I think we got to look at it laterally across the field. I think hip-hop is doing a lot of things right now, but I don't think if we expected the radio or TV, which all got figured out by corporations on how we respond to it and how we react to it. If we wait for those things to give us answers about ourselves, we're gonna always lose out. So I think now it's more covert, and we gotta look in those zones and have the activity inside of us look inside those zones where the information and the right knowledge of self is at. So I think, you know, back in the day, we were able to kind of bum rush the show and catch them all by surprise. But once you catch the powers that be by surprise, why would you not think that they was going to take over, just like filling water to a cup and just saturate that area? So now we have to have more covert actions across the board, and it has to come, and it just can't come from dudes. I think women have to be involved. I think in order for rap music to have the next revolution, I think more women being involved in groups, producing, record companies, digital world, more women have to be involved, because, you know, the revolution might come through our daughters.
No doubt, no question. I have two daughters myself.
Likewise.
Raised them to be wise, intelligent.
Right. Well, number one, I think one of the things that hurt black people more than anything, we already know there's already an absence when a father's not around for a son or a boy, so there's not the rites of passage. But over the last 25 years since R&B, and that's Reagan and Bush, you know, there's a serious effect of fatherless women. So then if you have a woman who don't recognize she ever have a father, then she'll just jump for whatever manhood comes with a treat to make her feel good. So sex gets thrown into all that, you know, confusion of what manhood really is, because not only do the young men not know themselves, but the women not know who they look for, who to respond to. So it's very important that fathers really stay in their daughters' lives And therefore, some of the things to look out for, some of the responses to, let's say, you know, because men and women are always going to meet. Young men and women, young boys and girls, they're going to always meet. But the father is some kind of reference point to let a woman know or a girl know, like, okay, that's a man.
Constant.
You know, and yeah, that's a consistent thing to me. So I think that's underrated when it comes down in society. So when you think sex gets thrown into it, because the powers that be in these corporations out here, they'll throw sex on the screen because they know there's a natural tendency for males to be like, yo, I want a woman. You know, that's the most natural tendency. So for somebody who don't know themselves and they just have the woman thrown at them, you know, stripped down to the bare bones, it's going to be something that they know if a person ain't got their mind together, it's just a body thing. And so you want to be able to tell young men and women, you know what, it's not just a body thing, it's a mind thing, it's a decision-making thing. And you are subject to be stuck with that decision for the rest of your lives. So just know what you're doing with your body. But like they say, know what you're doing with your body. Don't let your body kind of govern your mind. So a lot of this could be taught from mothers down to daughters, but also the father got to be there to just be that reference point. You know, and my oldest daughter is in Clark, you know, college student, and I'm really, you know, and like the parenting is one of those things that seem to never stop. You got second stage, you got the third stage. Second stage of my oldest daughter in college, nearing the first stage, ending with my other daughter in high school. You know, so it's a never-ending process. But I just think, you know, back to the original point, that young women, especially young black women, need more males in their life that really have an overall concern and love for them, so they'll be able to determine what love really is.
True.
And love just is, you know, a lot of women that don't get that love think maybe love is some attractive male that they like, and then they think that they got to get touched, and vice versa too for the young men and young boys. So love is beyond all that.
I know you believe in self-reliance, you know what I'm saying?
As much as possible.
Exactly. So in the argument between Bill Cosby and Michael Eric Dyson.
Time out for all of the devil's works and all of the little devil doers. Check it out. You best get yourself together, cause God's about to make a change like the weather, and give you some real shit to endeavor. Win the lottery. Soon as a boy to get some money, he said fuck the people and he said fuck the city. He gon' run it clean for the suburbs. It's not absurd.